Good morning and welcome to Piggy Power. So as you can see, 206 has got some epic camber going on. Aye? But this car's not really about epic power or epic camber, so we need to fix that. It's part of the reason I got the car so cheap, was that that left hand side had gone, and really it's just, well, it's creaking as well, worse than an old lady in a rocking chair. So result is, managed to get a stripped beam pretty cheap, which is good, pretty good condition. And it'll do for the sake of this car. It's all stripped, so I'll need to swap over the brakes obviously and the shock absorbers, so that's not a problem. I thought I'd show you that camber before we started so we can get a before and after. Basic tools are the usual stuff: jack, axle stands, etc. You'll need a breaker bar to break some of the bits off, not literally, but actually, you know, uncrack the bolts. You'll need some female torques for the bolts to come undone, the 4 bolts that hold it on, and you'll need some brake fluid and some grease cable ties, little bleeder system, that'll obviously be good. I've chopped the front with a nice bit of fence post, because obviously the back end will be off the ground, put in gear as well, which helps. So first thing we'll do is we'll speed things up. We'll get the back wheels off, get the car up on the ground, get the spare wheel off, may take the exhaust off as well so we can see what we're doing. Right, let's get on with it. So there we go, so spare wheel gone, exhaust back box gone. I'll probably just need to drop that mount there, just so this can get out of the way a little bit more. So there's our beam. Looks alright actually, it's amazing that how clean that looks. That's how knackered it is. Right, so there's the shock bolts, got them all soaking nicely. Probably take them off before I take the beam off, it's a bit of weight load, isn't it? And then up in here is a rear compensator, because there's no ABS. I don't want to start an argument, but I'm very pleased this car hasn't got that rubbish ABS on it, which is seized as usual, so I will need to free that off and cover it in grease, hopefully. That'll stop that happening. Now what I'm hoping is, because of all these pipes, I can take all the pipe work off in one go, because you notice it's all got brackets on it, rather than being bolted through brackets. I can take the brackets off the beam with the lines, and that will hopefully avoid having to bleed the system through, which will be really nice. And there's 4 bolts on the back here that take each drum off once I've got the fronts off. That's really good. So the next stage of the process is to remove the drums, big nut in there, breaker bar, and then there's 4 bolts, and then that drum will peel away. I'll need to just slacken off the handbrake cables a little bit for that too. We can service brakes while we're at it. And the same obviously this side. Then take the shockers off, make sure we get the brake lines out of the way, tied up out of the way, and then there's 4 bolts which hold the beam on. To the back, one there, and then there's 2 just under there, just about to see it there she is. And then the beam just drops down. We'll use a jack, we'll lower it down, get it in. It's amazing how clean it does look though. It's a shame that that beam went. Let's hope the new one's a bit better. Right, let's get on with it. halfway point, I guess, almost. Just ready to undo the 4 main bolts. You can see I'm hoping that this will work. So brake lines, everything is still attached, and I'm hoping I can slide the beam through. I know you can't see very well because the actual sun's started to come out today, which is nice, but difficult for videoing. I'm hoping you can see a little bit. Basically, this is all stripped down. I did have a bit of a trouble with getting the hubs off. That was a bit of a pig, so I ended up knocking the stub nuts through. Basically, the stub axle, sorry, I'm knocking that through. There we go, got my words right. It's not too much of a problem because obviously I'm not using the beam again. But I don't know why, just fused on, not been off for a while. Surprising though, because everything looks well and well serviced. Okay, nothing's snapped off yet, which is really good. So I'm hoping we'll have the same amount of joy with our 4 bolts. We put the axle in the middle, and then just undo the 4 bolts and just lower it and slide it out. Just like that. Let's hope. There's not a beam. So there we go, came out quite sweetly. Quite pleased with that. As you can see, nice and rust free compared to the last one we had, which was just rotten underneath. But while the beam's off, I'm just going to take advantage of having a can of spare of underseal and get a quick rub down with the wire brush and underseal all that, because I hope the beam won't have to come out. I hope not again. Not for life, we own it anyway. So there's the beam, sit out quite comfortably. You can't really notice the damage, to be honest. The problem, you can't notice it when it's off. All looks fine, but obviously when it's on there's a big difference. So next job, underseal and get that beam in. Righty-ho then. Beams in, drums are on. I'm kind of going to finish the video around here because I'm going to get the brakes adjusted and do a little adjustment to the exhaust, which is going to be pretty boring to watch, but I don't know if you can pick up in there, but that's all nicely undersealed and stone chipped now. All the parts are in, very successfully went on, so no bleeding necessary. It's a shame though, in some ways, that a parcel didn't arrive with some nice new brake fluid, because I was going to do a brake fluid change at the same time. So that'll have to wait, and then we'll put some braid lines on as well, just to make things better. So quite pleased with that. I've also got the winter wheels and tyres to go on, so again pretty pointless to put any wheels on as yet. I'm going to go and get those, and then we'll be winter ready. So a pretty good job. That's taken me probably about 3 hours, I suppose, along with a little tea break. So for now, if you want to see more videos or you've got any ideas, please make comments and subscribe and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.